thought were too late actually start their journey today? What if you aren't lost? What if you're moving in the exact direction you're meant to? That each step forward, each subtraction and fraction of a pace never lacked, and you're in the exact right place in the race? What if fate is a waste of time? What if the pathways were prepared, but today you have a choice? What if we're running out of time? What if your voice is important and contorts the way others perceive life to be? What if every time you spoke, you had a choice to speak hope into another person's soul? What if the goal is simpler than you think? What if it's all being taken care of? What if it's some of the little things you enjoy that are some of the biggest gifts you've ignored? And what if this moment counts for more than you thought before you heard me say, what if? And what if no matter what, everything is going to be okay? Thank you. So surprisingly, that one's called What If. This next one's really personal actually. It's called Blood Red Thread, and I really wanted to do it today because I think I wrote it during a really rubbishy time, and I think, yeah, I won't go into explaining what it's about, I'll just go straight into it, but yeah, whatever you're going through, like professionally, creatively, artistically, or personally, like I just hope that this can encourage you. So it's called Blood Red Thread. The threads weaved in and out with joy and dread, peaks and troughs, life and death. Coarse metallic splintered through soft mesh, while colourful shades stayed accumulating pictures and shapes in the complex and beautiful mess. Threads of lies weaved into confessions, threads of aggression blistered repeatedly until it faded needlessly. One needle pinprick for the start of each colour. One needle pinprick bled the mesh like blood from flesh. One needle pinprick for the start of a season. One needle pinprick painfully pierced a reason. I looked at the tapestry, and it was clear that some parts didn't start as the artist's plan, but ended up with deeper, embellished shades that added to the wave, the very weight of depression. I don't mean to be cliche, but some dark greys, I guess they represented oppression. Reality looked too real, too hard, too close and exposed, the emotions confusing where some threads had started loosening, while others profusely poured parts that started a season which prepared rooms for healing. The golden threads, they were marvellous, extravagant, made up of so many intertwined situations, knitted a picture of life's beautiful complications. The golden threads looked worth it. I could just about make out why the artist's hand stitched this story. It was perfect. Then I took a step closer, and the colours got bolder, deeper, darker, some vivid, some brighter, some leaving faded scars, others like sticky tar imprisoned behind bars. The heart of the tapestry bled through vibrant threads acting as arteries, each one entwining a verse that bled into a story. I stood, close, stuck, at the mourning and grief, the trials and feelings of fleeting hope dashed for a while, the feelings of forgotten, the threads dripping, leaking, almost looking rotten, until I took a step back. And that's when I could see the salty sea blues, the yellow rays of truth, the comforting compassions of red, the playful pinks, the galvanising greens, and no longer a singular weaved thread, but the bigger picture, which was far prettier, creating and forming a stunning view of you and your intention behind it, showing a story, a print from start to finish, a blood-red thread through every trial and every tribulation, through every bit of suffering and identity's authentication. I saw the real reason and final conclusion for which it all added to like a perfectly thought-out equation. I saw that after depression came elation. I saw that grief surrendered to a joyous, swirling dance. I was captured by the detail, entranced by the view, romanced by the fruit from the start of the seed which grew through the mesh, engulfing my heart's flesh. The weaving of life taking its toll, creating this beautiful picture, a goal. On that mesh, life was depicted when I took a step back and and embraced the bigger picture. I always go a bit faster than I start, so it's actually the last one and it's quite brief, but I did this one for bridging the gaps. I went with a really crazy title and called it Bridge the Gap. So it's not finished yet, but do check out my YouTube if you can. I'm Jamie Cloud, spoken word artist. I put all my poetry videos on there. It'd be brilliant if you could like it, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. That would be fantastic. So this is just a really brief one that I've started writing based on the title of this event, and I'll definitely be developing it and uploading it on there. So this is Bridge the Gaps. Fill in the slots and the slats, the empty spaces, nooks, crannies and gaps. Fill the blank canvas, the boxes and sacks. Fill someone's heart, the empty purse and the cracks. Cover the brick wall, the roof and the board. Keep moving relentlessly, always towards the goal. Sow the tiny seeds that make the harvest in trees. Be the step closer to setting someone free. Never despise the day of small beginnings, and don't be in it just to count up your winnings. Fill in the lines, the colours and dots. Keep asking questions, the whys and the whats. Be the solution and your own personal evolution. For all the right causes, start a revolution. Stand in the gap to reduce your pollution. Be the house to the homeless and the food distribution. Because if we stop taking a step back and rather move forward and fill the gap, we will carry the baton where the politicians let us down, where the systems in place have obscured the pace at which we need to move to prove that our society can be loving, can be helping, can be creative, illuminating the dreams of the next generations. When we stand in our station and become more about the foundation and less about the winning, more about the journey than the end destination, and less about pursuing money running from taps, if we are the people who will stand in and bridge the gap. Thank you.